I study audio at the Art Institute of Austin, and at my school, we have a couple of recording studios. It's very fortunate that I have a place where I can professionally record and study, while at the same time work on my craft. A good mic, which it sonically picks up the color of the instrument. I borrowed a couple of percussive instruments. I wanted to record these instruments and multi-sample them and play them back in my drum machine, sort of have my own virtual instrument library. I'm a fan of percussive instruments, especially foreign ones. I really enjoy using interesting sounds in my production, especially ones that are not naturally from where I'm from. Most of these instruments I've never recorded before or even played. What fed my curiosity was to just pick the instrument up and to simply play it, and to just get the best sound that I could. I was inspired one time by going downtown and watching a couple of street performers bang on a couple of buckets. I really liked the sound that they had. I found a couple of buckets off the street and brought them to the studio. Most of the instruments I recorded one note at a time, like the marimba. The melodica, and the glockenspiel. I would then gather up all the sounds that I had recorded and edit them in my computer and turn them into a complete music library of just sounds that I could trigger through my MIDI keyboard or my drum machine. After being intrigued by the idea of creating my own sounds, I started to do a little research to find places that I could gather more interesting sounds and create my own samples. In my search, I came across the Cathedral of Junk. The Cathedral of Junk sits in the backyard of its creator, Vince Henneman. Vince began building the Cathedral of Junk in the 1980s. The Cathedral of Junk is a hollowed out framework of junk that Vince himself has been collecting over the years. I've never been to the Cathedral of Junk until this particular moment, so it was very exciting to come across a place where it had so much to offer and had almost about everything that I was interested in and looking for to make some really good sounds. I took my field recorder with me so I could record the sounds that I had discovered. I didn't know exactly what I was going to capture, but that's what made it really interesting to me and more exciting. But I knew I was going to get something special. I'd never done anything like this before, so it was really exciting to try something different. My visit at the cathedral was definitely worth it and also rewarding. Not only did I capture some unique sounds, I went to a very interesting place that I'd never been before, and I made a new friend. Once I had all my samples put together, I was ready to place them into my drum machine and make a beat. I'm building the other half of the song here, which is the part that people will probably recognize. I make my own sounds so my beats can be a little more unique and not so much generic. Constructing a beat is sometimes like putting together a puzzle. All your pieces are there, and it's up to you to kind of get those pieces and put them in the right places. Sometimes when I make a beat, I don't necessarily go to the drums first. I sometimes sit down at the keyboard and play a couple of chords, or play the synthesizer just to come up with a really unique melody. Sometimes when I'm making a beat, I really feel it, and I get up and I stand up and I start to move with the beat, and I really get into it. When I'm making a track or a beat, if I don't feel it, I know other people are not gonna feel it. I wanted to make sounds that were mine, that I didn't buy from a kit, that I didn't download. I wanted to have a unique sound. I wanted something to stand out.